Hi y'all, welcome to this video. So today I'm going to be telling you guys my least favorite book from each month. So obviously it's only July, so we're just going to be doing January through June books. So first up we have Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I rated this 3 stars when I read it, and this was my least favorite from January because honestly I think I read 1 or 2 books in this month. So there's that. Okay. So I read this one back in January, and that was my least favorite from January. I just didn't like the characters and their love story, and the writing was pretty good. I just think I liked the idea of it and the idea of the plot. Just the characters really fell short for me, and how they were, their relationship, it just fell short for me, especially because she thought this guy didn't like her, but he actually loved her, and it was just so annoying to me. And I don't know, I just didn't connect with it. I didn't like it. I read The Love Hypothesis, and I enjoyed that. And then I read the book that's 3 novellas in one, and I enjoyed that. I just didn't really enjoy this. And I have more books of hers that I'm going to try to read and see if I really do enjoy her as an author, but so far I don't love it. So yeah, that was January's. In February, I literally only read 1 book, so technically my favorite and my least favorite are the same book. So from February, I had to put The Chosen by Chaim Potok, which I rated 4 stars, as my least favorite because it is the only book I read in February. So there's that. And if I read more, this would not have been my least favorite because I loved this book so much, and I would highly recommend it. It's just I had to make a choice for that month, and it had to be this because only one read. It's about Reuven and Danny and their friendship, growing up in different Jewish cultures, communities. There's the Hasidic ones, and then the one Reuven's part of, and I don't remember what that one was. And this was such an amazing book. And also the reason for February that I read 1 book that I actually loved and had to put it as my least favorite is because I didn't want to skip a month just because I only read 1 book in that month. So there's that. For March, it'd be Whirlwind by Kaylee Gross. I rated this 3 stars. It's about a professor falling in love with his student, and they just both annoyed me the whole book. So there was that. And yeah, it just really annoyed me. Didn't enjoy it. I mean, it was only 200 something pages. It was not that long. I don't know. I didn't love the characters. I didn't love the story. I liked the idea of it. It just didn't. It fell short in my opinion, and so this was the least favorite. I mean, people might like it. I don't know. So there's that. And then next up would be April, which is Arrows and Apologies by Savar Miller. This I rated 4 stars, and this was the 4th book in the Monsters and Muses series. And I believe I actually only read 1 book in April as well, so I kind of had to put a book in for that, and this was the only one. This is about Alistair and Cora. Alistair's the mayor. Cora ends up working for him. She's trying to find her brother. It wasn't horrible. I actually did not like this series, but I also liked it at the same time. Some of the books in the series really fell short for me, but then others I really loved. I liked the first 2. Those are decent. The last 2 I didn't love as much. This one I found to be okay. It really, I don't know, I didn't love this series as much as I thought I would. But I am probably going to make a review video of it, maybe, at some point. So that was that. And then next up would be my least favorite from May, which was Heartbreak for 2 by C.W. Farnsworth. I did rate this 4 stars, but when I go back and think on it, I didn't enjoy the book, so I don't know why it's so high up there. The idea of it, again, sounded amazing. The execution, in my opinion, wasn't. And for me, I read 2 other C.W. Farnsworth books, and I didn't enjoy them as much as I thought I would as well. So maybe this author just isn't an author I enjoy, but I think other people would. It's about a musician and this guy she knew back in high school, and they loved each other back in high school, but he dated her like stepsister, and they broke up, and she's like, I don't want to hurt my stepsister, and it's just like, you guys love each other. They just annoyed me. And they're grown adults now. She wrote a song about him, got famous off that song, and they just had little bits and pieces that annoyed me about them. And it was like maybe 300 pages, at almost 300 pages, so it wasn't that long. Took me a little while, but I mean, it wasn't horrible. I just want to read it again. So there's that. And then from June is A Sweet Mess by J.C. Lee. I rated this like 2.5 stars. On Goodreads, it doesn't let me do the half star, but I also have Fable, which lets me do the half star. So like the way it's rated is different on kind of each app. So it's like a 3/2.5 star book. I also kind of liked the premise of this. Didn't enjoy the book, and I won't be rereading it. It's about a baker and this food critic, and yeah, I've had this on my TBR to read for many years. You guys have seen that. I just didn't enjoy it. I don't even think the author, it wasn't even the author, because this was the first book I read by her, and I enjoyed her writing. I just didn't enjoy the story. And there's obviously people out there that would. I mean, I haven't really seen it in the story since I bought it, but someone else is bound to actually have loved this book. Just not me. And that's, I don't really want to get into like the story, because I just did what I read in July, and so you guys would have just saw what's about this one. And for all of the books that I put as like my least favorite, and some of them weren't even my least favorite, I've just read one book that month, and so they had to be. For all the ones that were my least favorite, I would still recommend those books to some people. I just won't be rereading them, because I think sometimes the plot is good, and I don't know, sometimes you have to read a book you do not like to find out what you actually like in books and what you don't like. And I'm learning I don't really like the light and fluffy romances anymore. I need something more. Like The Chosen, I put it as my least favorite because I only read that book that month. I actually liked this, and it was fiction, and it wasn't romance. It was really amazing, and it had a lot going on, and I think I really enjoyed that. And like when I read Peace Like a River, I enjoyed that, and it had a lot going on. And then like I like the darker romances a lot more now because they have stuff going on in them, and there tends to be a lot of plot. And I think I'm learning I don't like something that's just always light and fluffy. Sometimes I'll enjoy that, but not all the time. So yeah, you guys can read these books if you wish to or not, but yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Bye!